Welcome back to the part 2, where to prevent corruption at like the 50-minute mark, I've made a new recording and the old one is perfectly fine. I just checked. See, it's right here. Video saved. A good feeling considering the progress that these videos normally get. Anyways, I don't have to say where we left off because you should be watching these as one video. This is the 0.5, folks. And subsequently, they'll be released in the same day on the same hour. Don't name my body for combat. Try. Unsuccessfully. You're not flowing, which is great. So cryofluid is one of those things in this game which can be possibly very difficult to make in a large amount, folks. Yes. Very difficult. So you need to have a super secret strategy to do it. I think I'm making this shit up as I go. Yep. Okay, I like to call this strategy, direct. Actually, I can only do that with titanium, I don't know if I can do it. Oh. But I'm gonna do that with the titanium. Alternatively, I could pump it out like this. Nah, the titanium's more convenient that way. Actually, no, I don't need that. And now all the rest, minus that one, gets to be flown right through here. Oh god, now I'm actually curious. What is, like, the plural of flow? Or would it just still be flow? Why do I do this to myself? And that should be cryofluid. Part 1. Maybe if I was actually smart enough to remember to put the fucking routers in here. Well, I guess we're also gonna get more sand. Not because I want more sand, just because we got more sand, and I misclicked. Nope. Are we really backflowing like that? Yes, it instantly discharged. Cool, now we have cryofluid. Wow, that looks painful. Alright, the first test run with the better system has instantly gone to shit. Please go away, sir. Yeah, that's why you don't use these structures on this sector, because the enemies here are actually immune to that. So what went wrong? I actually have no idea what went wrong. Like, these all worked, and these all worked. Or were they siphoning all the cryofluid? I need more testing, and possibly some more walls. Just to really make them take their time down here. You know? I mean, those seem to be struggling a lot to get through. Shh. Tell no one I did this. We're not making it. We're not making enough power, folks. Nor are we storing any. Let's fix that. It's a fun fact, I never actually finished steam power. You know, that thing I was talking so highly about? Yeah, no, we've only been running on 3 steam turbines. Yeah. Let that put some perspective into it. Alright, now that we're properly producing power, and not just some cobbled together amalgamation of it, which ironically was working for most of it, we can now boost even more. That's actually a lot more power than I thought I would have. So does it just get overwhelmed easily or something? I don't know. I don't think there's any enemies in this game with blast resistance. It's annoying how many of these units have fire resistance. Oh, and how much health does this have? 550. And if I'm not mistaken, if I look in the database, blasted, when frozen, does an extra 18 damage. Which means these guns, when doing blast damage, must effectively be doing a squat, which they're not. But the rate of fire is low. It's so underwhelming. They are using all the cryo fluid. Seems like I'm also experiencing what I said would happen with the coal line. A lot more than expected. Yeah. I'll think of something. Don't worry. First off, we're going to be siphoning off more cryo fluid. No, I can't actually say for certain if it's helping. You know, I like to imagine it is. At least it slows down the enemy. And you know the old saying... Wait, what? Uh-oh. No copper. In fact, we're probably out of most basic resources by now. Because I don't feel like making drug miners part 2. We're just going to be mining them manually. And by manually, I mean the boring way. Or normal way. Depends what you consider this to be. The boring way. Using titanium on what clearly doesn't need to be. Can I please scroll? So for anyone ever curious, there's only one right way of doing this place. And that way is simply either build a ton of lances or shrapnel rounds. Are they just not fast or something? Come on, pick it up. Alright, but yeah, we're gonna be immediately devolving into the copper territory, or into the plastinium territory, and spamming the hell out of cyclones. Just believe it or not, the cyclone is still completely busted. I don't know why, I had the idea to do something fun and fancy, but no. It's just gonna be another cyclone spam. Sometimes it's just really hard to top the king. Oh, this wave's gonna be fucking hell for my defense. Look how little damage it does. Yeah, look, they're just walking through it. Walking through it, they did not stop. Okay, plan B, we're building some defenses on the core. Look, I want to use fire here, but when all the enemies are immune to fire damage and melting damage, I don't really want to anymore, Anuk. It's like the perfect place to demo these things. And then Anuk said no. Darn Anuk. Fortunately, one thing is definitively true. Which is that Cyclone is completely busted and there's no reason for it to be this strong. Well, there goes Titanium. No, not even boost, just plastic. And the winner is clearly the Cyclone. Who could have foreseen that? It's always the Cyclone that wins. Always. I genuinely want to see one instance where the Cyclone is actually just a straight downgrade to a better, like, to a different strategy, because honestly, I can't think of one in my own head. They're just too good, folks. Just too good. Let's hope for a smaller wave. Yeah, it's a small wave. Who knows? The defense might actually kill it. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, it actually did. It's a fucking miracle lately. Funny enough, this is now cheaper. Good news is, the other building produces twice the speed, so no matter how much progress we make, it will always be the limiting factor, this one. You're out of power. You're out of power because this whole thing got ripped out when the thing walked through. Yeah, totally. Well, it didn't work very well to begin with, so who cares, I guess. I'm not upset, you're upset. Oh, and here's the enemies. Wait, these are not the ones I was thinking of. They're the tier 3 units. Great. They'll actually probably heal faster than they'll freaking die. They can't boost, but they can fly. In quotes. At least they have no weakness. I'm sorry, we have no strengths, is what I meant to say. Well, we have slow. What? Now you decide to do something? Ah, folks, this is actually infuriating. cool. I'm gonna give you the slightest chance. Polys. Fellas, there's a chance. There is a chance, everyone. Gosh, just need to wait a long time. That's all. Just need to wait a while. Let's unlock phase fabric. There we go, that's phase fabric. No, I just built those walls, thank you. Phase fabric. Considering how fast they died, this actually just looks more annoying than it does deadly. It's like, oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Is our power grid failing? Yes. Why are we failing? Oh. Oh. Good question, actually. I don't know. I think we're overusing our coal power. Well, thankfully, the game gives us a fun and easy way to supplement coal power. By just making more coal. Ah, yes. Why did I think of that sooner? Now that we've fixed coal power by pumping oil into the problem until it goes away. Good. We can now begin part 2, which is actually building better defenses. Oh, great. See, these are the sole reasons I couldn't use fire. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm bullying them to death. You know, it's starting to occur to me that this is probably what it's like to kill someone with vicious mockery. It's not very effective, but it's kind of fun. You're like almost dead. Can you like stop? Oh hey, but Polly's actually were doing something. Trying to do something. We actually burned all of the cryo fluid. This is shit. Here I'll be building the defense 2, the better one. You know, after they're sufficiently bullied. Yeah, I honestly might even use some cryo fluid down here, because these things use basically no cryo fluid. Imagine actually using the broken weapons in the game. Now we can bring in some liquid cold. But this would be more convenient. So liquid cold needs, or we're gonna need some ammo. I mean, honestly, I could just spend my time importing all the ammo, let's be honest here, folks. I'll just import some ammo. Imagine actually being able to import ammo because it's not that expensive. Nice. So we're gonna put a buffer, unloader, empty. Here we go, now the defense has become about 58 times stronger. Yeah. What you're seeing here is like the strongest defense we have mid-game. And I got just about bored enough to do it. I mean, these things weren't doing much more, but look at them. Intimidating, yes, but even the enemies don't take that seriously. Even though that one's out of ammo, let's work on actually belting some ammo, so that way they don't ever complain again. Make sure you have nice straight belts in your factory so it looks nice. Try to avoid making them loop in weird and unexpected ways, so you can actually follow them. Yes, I just told you I'm the exception, not the rule. Oh, and garbage flowed out, but that's fine because the game didn't even understand what it was trying to do. Okay. So we're gonna have to now manually empty it. The meta glass could honestly be left on. It doesn't matter too much. Sure, we're losing a single meta glass, but that's fine. It's probably just gonna be overwritten anyways. This entire belt was shifted by one, wasn't it? Oh my god, it was. I hate when that happens, and yet it happens like literally all the time, people. But you know, that just can't even be used. What am I supposed to do with all this titanium? Oh, I know. Route it back into the damn core. I hate how easy it is to accidentally drag belts. What? Cool. I've always normally managed. Oh, I guess we're keeping that meta glass, but I've always managed to avoid doing that until now, and that really angered me. Fuck it, we're going over, boys. There we go, I've added some storage. Technically, any amount of belt can be storage if you don't need that much of it. Or even if you do. Just incorrectly call it a buffer and pretend like it's fine. Oh hey, that actually worked. And since this is going this way, it won't actually flow in. I know, a miracle, isn't it? Why is blast compound going in? Where the hell is the blast compound coming from? I mean, it can still use it. It's coming from you. That's fine. We'll just do it again. And why would let it waste, right? Cool, I guess some of these cyclones are gonna do it too. I don't really care that much, however. So hey, now we can bask in the glory of an actually good weapon. Just end it. Damn. Even with worse ammo. Even with a worse ammo type, it still does better. Yeah, I think that needs its damage tweaked, or who knows, maybe it's actually really good with fire and oil. But I can tell you this much, blast compound kinda sucks as a weapon. Yeah, let's see, 8 damage, but it does 45 AoE, that's not bad. Let's see. Oh, quasars. Not Corvus. I always mix those two up in my head. But those are the quasars. Let's see how well the first way and the second way can deal with them. I already know where I'm putting my bets. Did this just catch fire? I think it did. Because the sprinklers all went crazy. Also, those guys can fly, and they'd probably stop these guys. Actually, these can hit flying units, right? Okay, I was gonna say they're not very good otherwise. I will be honest, it's satisfying to watch, but they're not very satisfying to use. Would I recommend trying the Hellflame? No, I would not. Not unless it gets a flat damage buff. Also, it's only good if you have cryo fluid, and that's already a stretch. This still looks like it would be fun to use. Anyways. Maybe if I unlock more weapons, I'll actually have better fun with this. I've yet to play this. Okay, well, good news is, it still hasn't backed up yet. That's why I said it doesn't really matter how long it takes. I guess now we have an extra belt to the core, but with the hard to connect. That's already like 100, right? 10 per second. That's nice to look at. Welcome to the joys of doing Faith Fabric. There wasn't even 100 this entire time. Oh well. You'll win some, you'll lose some. Faith Fabric's just sort of something you have to build a lot of. Wait, not enough sand? Jeez, it needs more than a standard belt of sand to keep up. It's ridiculous. I can obviously overclock it by 20%, but that's not much. To start, though. And my defenses feel very comfortable now. Yes, I know there's an extra 15 minutes this week. Are you really complaining about extra Mindustry content? There's Mass Driver. What the? Spot loader? Cargo loader? The hell are these? Cargo drones? Oh, they're expensive. Something tells me the spot loaders can be kind of worse. Construct a pickup spot and the drone will automatically distribute the items at unloading points with the matching filters. Drone logistics. That could be nice for when you have very small resource amounts you need to move. Three seconds for 0. Oh my gosh. Actually, no. That's just scaled. It's 1 every 3 seconds. Okay, well, who knows? Maybe the drones are good for that thing. You know, I think you'd build like 58 of these just to bring up production speed. So 3 of these is 1 per second. Okay. Oh, cool. It's one of those. Overgrowth. Okay, well, there's a reason to go Fungal Pass. Mildly intimidating. Who are we betting on? Wait, what? Why are we out? You're telling me this entire time the ammo belt wasn't even connected and it didn't run out of ammo? Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not complaining, man. That's funny. I cannot understate just how good Cyclone is. It's ridiculous. So out of curiosity, I want to know what a Hellflame looks like on a Spore. Oh, I can actually... Oh, I could load it in. Well, now I really want to see. Should be an easy enough wave. Go. Whoa! There's just a puff of purple. That probably wasted a ton of ammo, but it looked kind of cool. Another Spore. Why? Here, you can have a Spore. Just like a puff of purple, but wide. It's cool, I guess. When was the last time I actually captured a sector on camera? It must have been a few videos ago. Purple. When the Cyclone's looking at it's real. Again, fragmentation ammo is not only... Like, the reason why these are good is because they're firing war crimes. I mean, probably this is a war crime too, but probably less somehow. The experts in AoE with a high single target damage as well. See, they have high single targets, but they hit multiple targets, so really good for AoE. Well, I think these are actually trying to attack the enemies. No, they can't. Why are you guys going? Are they shooting fire in here? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Well, I put the fire suppression in the right spot then. Hey, look, it's the anti-melt, anti-fire stuff. Woo! Because originally here, I went for a, slag oil setup. And then Nuke said, what if you just couldn't? There is fire. Okay. Yeah, and Nuke was like, hey, what if you couldn't do it? And I was like, what the fuck? I want it. Oh well. How did I somehow forget to... Oops. Might as well let the Guardian in. Wow. I think with the early slowdown, it makes the Cyclones even more powerful. I was scared they'd be too weak. Okay, using plastinium molds would have been smart, I realize. But also, I like how the premise of these guys can just walk through here and nothing would happen to them. But because they're programmed to go for the path of least resistance, these few copper walls would make way more sense, even though it's surrounded by turrets and nothing down here. It makes more sense than going for this. Oh, these actually glow orange when they run. Cool. Not really effective. And I will be honest, I have tested out its cousin, like the Jaeger, whatever it's called, this thing, because it didn't need the funny resource. This thing. Wait, no, it wasn't that thing. It was this thing. Hades. I tried this out, and it was so... Wait, is that right? It was so bad. Yeah, it was this one. I regretted it so much. Never use it, and the reason why is it takes 100 per shot. Yeah, 100 ammo per shot. Like, I know I'm producing a lot, but even that's ridiculous. And it fires for a short period of time, dealing little damage as well. God forbid one of these enemies has fire resistance, you know what I mean? Here's an interesting detail. I'm actually scared of the Quasar, believe it or not. Ow. Yeah, that guy. Oh. Looks like one of them actually took my word of advice and actually just went around the map. I'm not even mad, that's actually really funny that it finally realized that was an option. As a reward, you guys get to get killed by Cyclones placed down here. As long as you come the right way second time. Finally, the enemy's wisened up to the strategy. Nope, no they haven't. They're going right towards the Cyclone. Which is we already established can handle things just fine. And how's this guy gonna go? Yeah, he's... Oh gosh. Okay, well now we have these guys to deal with. Which again, Cyclones are kind of just that one weapon you use when you really just stop caring. Yay! And now we finally... Ooh, impact? Oh, that's a good sector. I'm not capturing it though. For a long time. Yeah, now we have this whole clump. And considering what sectors I actually captured, you could reasonably fly between these three. And not be shot down. That was awful. But hey, finally one of them realized you could just go and bother these Cyclones that I've just built. And 2 Cyclones is just so good. Yippee! So the moral of the story is just build plenty of cyclones, who cares? I kid you not, that is literally the moral of this story, is just build more cyclones. Because you literally can never go wrong with them. Where the fuck are you going? That's the closest lead? Oh, I guess it is. I just watch it fly away like it was some sort of a combat unit. Okay, bye, I guess. Sorry I hurt your feelings or something. Away it goes on its long voyage. Well, if you guys enjoyed whatever the hell this was, oh,